Welcome back to Diskydisk. This is episode 7. We are recording on the 1st of February 2022. We are Ircha Gaming and Tinyhats. You can find us everywhere. Hello.
Hello.
You never want to do the opening.
No, I don't. It's your trademark Ircha Gaming intro. What?
Trademark Ircha Gaming intro.
You have it down.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I guess. I have it down.
So in this episode, we talk about our new logo. That happened.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a big,
We
it
love
was
it.
a big to do. We're going to talk about that. We'd also talk about our Pokémon Legends Arceus because that's something that you keep putting in there.
I could, but yeah. But.
Yeah. And then we talk about, we kind of spiraled out a little bit. We talk about white lies and things that people may or may not want to lie or not lie about.
Yeah. How far would you go to make someone feel good?
That's what she said. Absolutely.
I mean, what is a good lie or a not good lie? What?
Yep.
What
so these are the
lies?
things you can look forward to in this glorious episode of Diskydisk.
Yeah, definitely. And we also talk about is it morally wrong to pick up money on the ground? We talk about shaving heads. We talk about the WoW documentary because you have some things to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about our names, our real names and online names. And we talk about World of Warcraft again. Wait, I'm just reading from the notes.
Yeah, this is wow.
Such a terrible notes.
It was just whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
We talk also about
just recapping the entire episode.
A lot of random things. Just listen to this one. This one is gonna be fun. I mean, sit
not
back,
to, like, hype it up.
Yeah, hyping this podcast episode. Episode 7 is good episode.
It's everybody's favorite episode.
We love it.
Okay. Anyway.
LOL! Straight to feedback from last week's episode. I'm gonna read a few comments because they're funny this time. Okay, so Carlos is saying, I don't think you've released a podcast yet that didn't make me smile like an idiot or laugh every few seconds. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Same. I mean, when I listen to this podcast, I'm like, oh my god, we sound so stupid and funny. Okay, Crossing Antares, it says, the Tinyhats, the Tinyhats,
the one and only.
Mentioning Stardew Valley in last week's podcast has me starting a new save file.
I completely approve.
You're an influencer.
Great.
Now, neighbor Stefan says, it was fun, the music was good, the history was good, and sandwiches are behind the refrigerator.
The refrigerator, yes. Why do you struggle so much with the word radiator? It's the same in Norwegian.
I struggle so much with it. I don't know.
Radiator. Hello. It's the same.
It's an oven in Norwegian.
Nej.
Okay.
Radiator. Yeah.
Josh is saying, these are great. I listen on my drive to work. Drive safe, Josh.
Yeah.
Good. What?
Wait, there's King Ding-a-ling again. I love
Ding-a-ling.
King Ding-a-ling. He's my favorite person.
Okay, great show. The false memory thing was a trip, says Graham Paltakin. And Kevin says, loving the new jingles. Yeah, the jingles are by Ishaman and neighbor Stefan. Copyright free.
Copyright jingle.
Well,
jingle.
that means I stole them from them. They have the copyright on them, but they didn't mind. And the last comment is, I mean, there are several comments, but I'm just picking the best ones. Dane is saying, put podcast on video. Too hot to not to.
What?
I think that comment got downvoted because it was the last one. Anyways, not offended. Thank you.
Put podcast on video.
Yeah, too hot not to. Too hot not to.
That's nice.
But yeah. But yeah.
Too hot not to.
Yeah, I always do that. I'm like, but yeah.
So we're gonna talk about the logos and stuff.
Oh yeah.
This week's big news in the Diskydisk podcast world.
Yeah.
Is that we purchased with actual money. We
Yep.
paid real life actual money for
for the logo that you're looking at.
Yes.
But I mean,
Diskydisk.
have you updated it on Acast?
No, was I supposed to do that?
I don't know. Yeah, because we used a website to create this logo that you're looking at. But we just screenshotted it and we didn't get the high-res version. But now we have bought the thing, so now we have all the high-res versions of everything.
Yes,
we own it.
We own it. And then for people who are like kind of paying attention a lot, it's not exactly the same. The font is the same on Diskydisk, but the controller is different, and the font on with Ircha and Tinyhats is also different.
Yeah, and it was $65.
Yep. Is that a lot?
No.
What if we like totally got ripped off? And in the logo world, that's like super much.
I think we paid for a service. I don't know. Great service. We love service. we will think about it regularly.
Like how we haven't even said where we got it.
What was the website?
Lucca, I think. Was it Lucca? Lucca.com, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
You can also get t-shirts and like business cards and like other things.
Diskydisk merch will be up on the Teespring store soon.
Will it?
Yeah.
Really?
Why not?
Nice. Oh, sure. I want a Diskydisk t-shirt.
Yeah, me too. We need shirts to promote the Diskydisk.
It's kind of, I don't really care if nobody else gets one. I want one.
Same. And I want to take selfies with it to self-promote. Oh my God.
That's like when you wear your own Isha Gaming
I know, right?
Outfits, I almost said.
Merch.
Yes.
Definitely.
Anything
else?
About the logo?
No, about feedback from last week's.
I don't really remember.
I think
what was on the... I'm not sure there was anything on Discord, unless I've just forgotten because it all came before my giant WoW rant, and therefore I don't remember.
Yeah, join our Discord. We have a Diskydisk thread on there.
It's mostly just the sandwiches that were popular.
That is the thing. I mean, maybe do you miss that we have like a gaming thread or gaming section? But I mean, we have the main chat, we have the sharing things, which are selfies, game room tours. Do you wish we had like a gaming dedicated thread?
You mean channel?
Channel.
No. No.
No.
People mostly talk about games in the main chat, so it's
right?
like it's not very often that people aren't talking about games.
Yeah. Mostly
just when I come into the chat.
Yeah. So if you guys want to talk about games, join the Discord and other things also. That was a terrible start. Oh, I almost started without recording. We have never not recorded. I mean, talked for several minutes and then not recorded. That hasn't happened yet.
That's the biggest fear, though, that we do like a 45-minute segment and then you didn't hit record. Oh my God.
Oh, you know what? That happened once when I was a guest on a podcast. It was a Norwegian podcast. And we had like a good 20 to 30 minutes. Like, you can't get that back because there was a lot of, original things and original laughs.
Yeah.
And then the podcast host was like, "Oh my God, I didn't hit record." And I was like,
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, trying to make this work. I'm like, don't worry, I can do it all again. Don't worry. And
that's just awful.
The thing is, we tried to recreate the same conversation, and the laughs, they were dead because they had already heard the jokes and the stories.
I did that to you one of your videos once. You made a video once with Patrick about something. I don't remember what it was about. And I hit the microphones. You recorded this entire video without audio.
Oh, yeah.
And it became the lost episode. Yeah. Sorry.
We can link to that in the Discord. Oh my
Patrick's
God.
one and only chance.
I know, right? Your fiance. Can I say that? It's not
my fiance boy.
Not a secret.
No.
Some people are very that it's a secret that we are engaged.
Why?
I know some people. Are like,
well, why? What do they have any good reasons, or is that just
maybe they are like 1 foot in and 1 foot out? Like, I'm not completely sure, but I want to believe that I'm sure.
Awful. I've heard about people getting married in secret, but I've never heard of anyone being engaged in secret. Unless you're in like, I don't know, 1500s England. Maybe
Yeah, but
then.
I've heard about people that get married in secret, but they eventually come out.
Yeah, my parents got married in secret.
Yeah, but it's like we don't want any fuss around the day, so we want to have it in private, and then we can celebrate when it's all over because we're no
that's what
longer
my parents
stressed
did.
out. Yeah, but they eventually come out.
Yeah, they
Now
eventually have to come out as married.
The secretly engaged people, then they never have to come out, you know, when they break up. Listen to this. Oh no, when they break up, nobody knew how bad it was.
Because then it's like it's not like they broke up for an engagement. People just think they just broke up because they didn't know that they were engaged, and therefore them breaking up is less bad. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it's less bad. It's less.
It's less
no.
bad. What did you say in your Arceus review? More fast?
It wasn't Arceus. It was Brilliant Diamond.
Oh yeah, Brilliant Diamond. Sorry. Yeah, more fast.
Watch my review, everyone. There's a new video on YouTube.
Yes.
On
YouTube.
It has like no views, not my regular amount of views, because you know this game, Brilliant Diamond, came out half a year ago, and I'm the last one to review it. And there was a new Pokemon game dropping 4 days ago now, and it didn't make sense that I dropped an old review on the day that a new Pokemon.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. That was a bit Internet Explorer review.
That was not algorithm friendly.
Well, you were trying to ride the Pokemon wave.
No, that was the exact opposite that happened. I couldn't trick people into believing that was the new game.
No.
Kidding.
I'm impressed that you still have the DS version of Diamond though, because I do too. Super nice.
You're impressed that I have it because you have to.
Yeah, because I have it. I'm impressed that you have it.
I have all my games. I've never sold one single game that I cared about in my life. I have all my childhood.
A game you didn't care about?
Those I have sold. I've sold like games that I absolutely didn't care about, like the bargain bin sort of GameStop 2009 games.
My Horse and Me too.
You know, the bargain bin games. Don't want to have them, you know.
Okay.
I mean, we are gamers, and I've been a console gamer. You have been very PC gamer, though. We are going off topic. Tropic. And I have so many games that I have to they have to be worthy of being there in my collection, or else I'm gonna, fill my entire basement.
So you already, okay.
So they have to be worthy. That was the story. That was all. Where were we?
I don't know. What did we start talking about before we spiraled into Brilliant Diamond? Because you said more fast in the review, and then before that, it was weddings. It was Patrick. That's where we started. We started with you almost not recording.
Oh yeah, that was it. Oh my god!
And we ended up with your basements full of games.
We spiraled. But yeah, you're Patrick, your not so secret engagement anymore. That guy, Patrick boy, he listens to this, doesn't he?
He does. Hello, okay. Patrick.
I haven't convinced Isha man yet. He hasn't
still
listened. Yeah, he's like, I don't have the time.
Doesn't have the time.
Everyone is saying I don't have the time.
That's does your mom listen to it?
My mom is super supportive, but I don't think she's listened to it. She's like, "Oh, that's so good. That's so sweet. That's so good." What is a podcast? I remember she learned what it was like recently. I'm like, it's the equivalent to radio shows when you were growing up. It is though. This is a radio show.
Yes, it is. And I actually hate radio. Like in my entire life, I've always hated radio. It's
too many ads.
It's just such a no ad block on radio. It's just such a terrible medium. Like I just don't understand people listening to radio, and these people are just like, when there's people talking on the radio anyway, they're just like I mean, maybe that's what we sound like, but it really just
it's exactly what we are doing.
Yeah, well,
it is though.
We're far less annoying.
Hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, the story, it was that he was going to be on my channel in a video, but you pulled out the microphone. You pulled out.
I did pull out.
Yeah, so it didn't happen.
No. What were you supposed to talk about? Do you even know? I think it was like old games or something.
Yeah, nostalgia games and stuff. You know.
It's been so long that you've forgotten now, so you could re-record that with Patrick now.
Absolutely. So when are you guys getting married?
Don't know. Sometime in the future.
Ishaman and I were thinking August now. Suddenly.
Oh really? Why?
Yeah. no idea. It sounded fine. Sounded good.
Are you postponing it because you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out?
No.
Okay. just checking.
1 foot in and 1 foot out. What was this section going to be about? White lies? We have created.
Wait.
What's funny? What?
Okay, wait, I'll pull it together. Hold on. Okay.
This is why we get so sweaty after podcast recording.
What is going on right now, though? Just have the giggles. Okay.
You okay? Do you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out?
I don't know what's happening right now. Oh dear. Okay.
We made a Google document that we both can edit, and we called it Diskydisk Podcast Temporary Topics. We have like a bunch of topics to burn through in the coming years. I feel like because this is a lot of topics.
Wait, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
40.
10,
I want to say.
13. Okay.
Okay. So some sneak peeks are we're gonna talk about the coronavirus at some point. Nobody want to hear about that.
No.
We're going to talk about how do we see ourselves with age. We're going to talk about children, why we want them and do not want them. We're going to talk about health, fitness, and food. I think I wrote that one.
You definitely wrote that one. I have absolutely nothing to say.
Okay, allergies, because that is a 40-minute segment alone. Definitely, when it comes to me. And how it is to YouTube, what it is like to be a Tiny Hats. I don't know.
What is it like to be a Tiny Hats?
Yeah, the Tiny Hats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The Tiny Hats.
That. So what do we want to have as a temporary topic right now?
I feel like we can't go straight into the one that the one that's on the top of the list right now. I'm too giggly right now to go into that. Can we start somewhere else?
True. We can't start with a psychological topic. No. That's how far you can go with a white lie to not hurt people's feelings.
Yeah. But why don't you talk about Pokemon first? Or do you want to save that for the end?
I can give a little sneak peek. I am playing Pokémon Legends Arceus. Definitely Ars.
Okay.
Other reviewers are saying Arceus, and some are saying Arceus. And I remember we talked about this on the Discord, and someone said, definitely Ars. Arsa.
Nice.
I can't stop
is it actually Arceus or is it Arceus? Because I thought it was Arceus to begin with.
I think it is politically correct to say Arceus, but I like the Rs. It's good.
Fair. I mean, that's okay.
I don't know. I have written my review, and it is quite long. I was up all night writing this review. I am so obsessed. This is going to be a stellar review. And I'm thinking of recording it today, but I have to bleach my roots first, and the girly things.
Sure.
And also I was up all night, so I've slept all day, and my day-night cycle is bad.
So it's the morning for you right now, is what you're saying?
I just woke up, had pancakes.
I was gonna say, is that why you had pancakes?
Yeah. I forgot to make coffee. I haven't had my coffee yet. Yeah, but it's gonna be a good review. It's gonna be a good game, good music. The history was good. And we need to get Neighbor Gaming back on YouTube. Actually,
it's true.
Yeah, my consoler cousin. We are referencing him when we say good music and the music was good.
We need him to make some more memes. I mean, we're
I
running
know.
out of memes.
We have used these memes. Yeah, he's a meme machine.
He really is.
Yeah, that's why we need him on YouTube. He had the shortest YouTube career. We can link to his YouTube channel also in the thing that we always do. Cool. Yeah, I need to convince him to come back. We need more memes. But I think he's just playing one game now, and that is World of Warships or World of not Warcraft, but ships.
War never changes.
War never. Swelling cake.
Swelling cake. I don't know.
On Tinyhats' channel, YouTube channel, also linked to that.
Okay.
This is several years ago. Do you want to tell that story? The whisper challenge.
No, you can tell. I need to write this down.
You need to contain yourself.
Yep.
Okay, we made a whisper challenge because you really wanted to.
Yeah.
And we did it the wrong way, where we just have music in our ears. I mean, one of us has, and the other one is saying something, and we have to guess what the other person is saying. And I'm like, swelling cake.
What does that even mean?
I know. It looks like that was what you're saying.
I don't remember what I was actually saying. It's just I just remember the swelling cake.
It was such a swelling cake. It was
just
good.
the amount of time it took you to get from what I was saying to World of Warcraft. It was just I wanted to end my life. It's a good video though.
Are you gonna yeah, history was good. Are you gonna pick up Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Patrick was showing me some videos before. What was that?
Ircha man just stumbled. He came up the stairs. He was looking at me like he always does, like the funny look. And he walked into the kitchen and he stumbled.
Koken.
Kokoda. Ircha man.
Yeah, Ircha man. But yeah,
the jingles are made by Ircha man in this podcast. Never mind.
Patrick was showing me some videos of Pokemon Arceus though, and I really think it looks shit.
What?
Yeah.
You think it looks shit?
I really, really think it looks. I can't talk for the gameplay or whatever, but it looks shit. Like the graphics are terrible.
I think the graphics are okay. I have a whole section in my upcoming review on my YouTube about the graphics. There's so many people saying that the graphics, they are bad, they suck, the textures are bad, there's a lot of pop-in, NPCs, suddenly they are there and they are not. And I mean,
nice.
Some Pokemon are spinning, some Pokemon are standing in the air and stuff like that.
Did they finish this game before they released it, or did they just release it?
Yeah, but I feel I'm gonna just say it from the heart, not what 1 foot in and 1 foot out, both foot in.
Both foots in. Yes.
I like the game, and I feel like it is finished. And this is gonna be a spoiler for the review. Please watch the review also. But I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm going to mention in the review that the textures on the floor and ground and the main textures, they look blurry and bad and low res, but I have a feeling that they did this to make the game run so smooth. There's almost no loading screens, and that is impressive for being such an open world game. I mean, Breath of the Wild had much longer loading screens, but we never complained because it was Breath of the Wild. But this time
I complained.
Time it's 2 seconds, and you can load up anywhere, jump between every.
I just feel like, why would they make a game that's too they've sacrificed graphics of a game so that it'll run smoothly on whatever they're making it for, in this case the Nintendo Switch? Why would they not just make a less demanding game? Like, I feel like you've sacrificed graphics for the sake of let's have it run at all.
People would complain either way, Fair. If the graphics were super cool, the textures were high res, and let's say they sacrificed the performance so that loading screens were 15 seconds, we would have heard the complaining choir so much still. The thing is, I think they tried to find the perfect middle ground. I mean, we are talking a handheld system. This isn't the PlayStation 5. It's not a home controller. It is a handheld system. We must not forget that the Switch is a 2017 controller.
Yeah, but didn't they aim a little too high then? Like, that's what I mean. Like, shouldn't they have made something less demanding so that the Switch could run it? Like, that's what I don't get. Like, why make something like I'm just saying the same thing again, but that's what I mean. Like, well, yeah, but if the Switch isn't strong enough, it's like, why not make a less demanding game?
I like it. I mean, we can talk about this when you played it.
Because I probably will at some point. I want to see your review first and see what you say about the gameplay, and then I will
gameplay.
Yeah,
I'm a heart emoji when it comes to this game.
Okay.
Heart eyes.
Which I was just about to say which one.
Which one? It all depends on which emoji you are.
It really does.
The one with hearts in the eyes. That's the one.
Recording in progress. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this, like, because this was something that was on my mind, that not currently on my mind, but on my mind this week. And I had this conversation with Patrick about, like, morally, this is like, we're going from like a very silly laughing section to do something really like quite serious, but that's okay.
Yeah.
What, like, if you hurt somebody's feelings or do something to somebody that will make them sad, kind of thing, is it okay to lie to them to make them feel better? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, and we need examples. Do you have any examples of this?
I mean, there's a really shallow example you can take. If, for example, if your friend is, you know, say I come to you, I guess, because I'm your friend, lol. And I'm wearing, like, say I'm wearing a dress, and I'm like, what do you think? How does it look? And you think it looks really terrible, but you can tell that I like it. Would you say that it looks good, or would you say that it looks bad?
If it was me, yes, I would say it looks good because I'm a sucker.
Really?
Yeah. But the thing is, I look past the dress and I see the beauty of your happiness.
Okay. So even if you think I look stupid, you would literally just say, yeah, it looks great.
If you were really convincing in your eyes with like sparkly eyes and stuff, and you were
sparkly eye emoji,
the happiest person on earth with this hideous dress, I would love it because I would get so much joy just seeing you being so happy with it.
That is so weird. I think I would probably say, if I really genuinely thought it looked terrible, I think I would say so.
Yeah, I know you would. You say it like it is. You have always been like that.
I have no filter. But there was also an interesting side conversation that Patrick and I came into. Like, would this like situation about this white lie that you may or may not be telling, would it be different if it's somebody you know really well, or if it's somebody you don't know at all? Like, if it's a complete stranger or somebody you've just met, would you be more inclined to lie? But I mean, you would lie even to your friends, so I suppose for you it's pointless. But but if it was a total stranger, I think I would have lied. If it was like, you know, I met somebody at a party and we have like half a conversation and they're like, what do you think about my dress? And I thought it was hideous. I think I would probably say, yeah, it looks nice.
But I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm lying to you per se. I would say that, I mean, since I know you and you came with this dress, oh my God, I'm so visualizing this. And I would say it is not my style. I would say that to you. You know, okay. I'm that way when I review games also. I can see how people loved Metroid Dread, but I don't, you know? Yeah. So that is a hideous dress.
But Dread is a hideous dress.
But I enjoy seeing the joy in other people when they say that they love it. I mean, neighbor Stefan, he was here and he was like on the channel in the Metroid Dread video, and he was like, I've 100% of this game, I've done everything, it's been amazing, I've done nothing but play it. And it was like sparkly eyes. So good. Yeah. I enjoy that people are having joy in their lives. You know, if they're good people. If they're not good people, I don't enjoy that they have joy.
They're not good people. Gotcha.
So, you know, so, you know, I have my evil sides also.
Oh yeah, very evil. I can't believe you said you didn't like Metroid Dread. That's just awful.
But I would tell you that it is not a dress I would wear.
Okay. So
and then you would be like 30% less happy. Like
that would be less sparkly. I mean, I guess the dress thing is a bad example, but I can't really think of a better one.
30% less sparkly.
Gotcha.
See, I killed your happiness. I don't want to kill anyone's happiness.
30%. You killed my sparkly eyes.
Yeah.
I
So
can't believe you did this
white
to my
lies,
metaphorical dress.
As you can see, white lies. I mean, just it has its mission. You know? Would you say that I looked hideous in that dress? I mean, a dress that you didn't
I think
like.
so, yeah. Like if you you've been.
But how would you say it?
I mean, because you've been looking at wedding dresses, and if you looked like you found one and you sent me a picture and you were like, this is the one, I really love this one, like this is definitely going to be the one, and I thought it was horrible, I think I would probably say it. I think I would say, really? Really? You sure about that?
Yeah.
I don't think I would go, you look disgusting in that, but I think I wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, great, I'm so happy you found the dress you like. I would have not been able to contain my own disdain for it.
Yeah, there were a lot of ugly dresses also. I mean, the Courtney Studden dress.
Yeah,
that was
a bit much.
So bad. Not linking that in Discord because it was too bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, other white lies, like for example, if you're shameful of something, you put a white lie out there to cover your own shame. I mean, you know, I work as a freelance. I have a bit of shame towards not going to bed at the same set time every night as other, 9 to 5 working people do. For example, I mean, I can stay up all night. I go to sleep when I want and I wake up when I want, but I do want structure, but I'm not good at having structure, let's say. Where
does the white lie come in?
This is several years ago now, though. But when, it was earlier in the relationship with me and Ircha, man. And I was like, sneaking into bed. I mean, he was still asleep. I'm sneaking in like straight before his alarm is on. And I'm pretending that I've slept all night. I'm like, I woke up now. In reality, I never slept, because I don't want to.
God.
I mean, the thing is, he doesn't care. I mean, this is why I'm marrying this guy. He doesn't care. All he wants is that I'm happy. He knows that I work and edit at night. I'm a night owl. Yeah, a roulette.
Yeah,
in Pokémon Arceus is a Pokemon. Yeah, I edit at night a lot, and I don't know why I am like that.
Well, some people are like that. Some people are evening people, and some people are day people.
Yeah.
What is that called? It's like an A person and a B person.
Yeah,
is something
in Norway it is.
I never know the difference though. Which one's what?
I'm such a B. I'm more of a C person, below B.
So a B person is the one that stays up all night.
Enjoys being up at evenings and night, and has the most sort of creativity and energy when the night times at evening-ish comes around, and not in the morning. Other people that we call A people, we have to look this up, by the way, if this is what it's called in the Americas.
Probably not the Americas.
It's a Norway thing anyway. A people, like the letter A, and B people. A people, they are the people that wake up 7 a.m, happy. They say good morning, good morning. They make their coffee, they go to work, and they're like super creative and super high energy, loves everything about the morning. And when the evening comes around, they're like, oh, I'm so tired, sleep, decreasing energy over the day. Can't relate.
No,
I'm the other way around. Increased creativity and workflow and all of that when the evening hits around.
That's the thing with, like, because I have to get up early when I go to work, kind of thing, or some days I have to get up early to go to work, but then I'm like, when I go to bed, I have to force myself to go to bed because I also like staying up all night, and like I have to force myself to go to bed. And when I'm lying there staring into the void, that's when I'm like, all of these things, I know this is very common for people to do, but then when you're lying there trying to sleep, that's when you're like, I could get up right now and bake a cake, I could like start a cult, I could do so many things right now.
I know, right? Start a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? the mind is so active at night.
Yeah. And then I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I can do all these things now. I can bake some buns, make a cake, And then I wake up in the morning, I'm like, yeah, I remember last night when I wanted to make a cake, but then in the morning I'm like, I'm never making a cake. Not ever.
You just want to go to your computer and be sleepy.
Yeah.
And be miserable in the morning hours.
Yeah.
I know, right? We are the
Life
same
is so
that
hard.
way. Yeah. But there are people that love the morning. My dad. Bill Gates. It's my dad.
Gates, yeah.
He loves mornings. I
That's
mean,
just weird.
Yeah. All my life he's been like, oh, you've slept so long when it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Jesus Christ.
He has been up since like 6:30, had his third coffee, walked the dog. We don't have a dog. I mean,
have you ever had a dog?
No. But it's that sort of type. I mean, even if it's a Sunday or something, you have to take the day. Gripe dagen.
Seize the day. You have to take the day.
Yeah.
Take the entire day.
Those sort of people. Do you have any examples of white lies that you tell?
Well, it's hard to think of something without like broadcasting something you've said that you probably shouldn't have said, if you know what I mean.
Settle it down, perhaps?
But I did have another thing though, because this came up in the Discord. You saw it when I have somebody in the Discord. We will not say who it was, and also I don't know who it was. Somebody said that they found some money on the ground. They were like, oh, I found $20 on the floor or street. I don't know. Somewhere.
Yeah. No offense.
And everybody was like, or not everybody, but some people were like, score. You just gained whatever. Yeah, and I was like, fun. You took it?
Yeah, and I was also like, what? In Norway, we always turn in like cards, wallets, money. If you're at the cafe, the mall, gas station, it's an automatic thing. We just do it.
Yeah, and if I saw money or a wallet or whatever on the street where there was no place for me to, hand it in to anybody, I would just not touch it. I would just leave it there.
Oh, I would bring it into the police because I feel immediately.
Or maybe if it was a wallet, yeah, but if it was like, cash, money.
Yeah, okay. If it was like a penny, I wouldn't care, But I want nothing with that sort of money because I'm so scared I'm gonna get caught.
Yeah.
We have grown up to believe that you have to turn in everything you find.
It was funny because Patrick said that if it was money, like money on the floor, like just a wad of cash, he would take it. But if it was somebody's wallet and there was money inside it, he wouldn't take it. And I would never take it. I know, but I don't really see the distinction. Like, where is the moral distinction between why is it okay to take the money if the money is just on the ground, but if there's a wallet on the ground?
Because you have a face staring at you from the ID card.
And but it's just kind of like, the money on the floor is still somebody's property. So then I said, if you overblow the example, if you found a car running, like you see, there's a car, doors open, motor running, key in, nobody around, would you take the car? Like,
no.
I mean, same. And Patrick also said he wouldn't. But he's willing to take the money, even though it's somebody's property. And I'm just like,
but he isn't Norwegian.
I'm leaving this engagement.
But I was also saying on Discord, I think this is a cultural thing, meaning that Norway, I'm probably stretching this. Norway is a rich country, or so they say. We are, I guess.
Yes, it is.
And we're very privileged.
Except we don't get the Steam Deck, but that's a different story for another time. Anyway, carry on.
We're not so privileged.
Not that privileged.
But yeah, we just grew up with enough. I mean, you and me, for example, we did grow up with enough. We never, I mean, at later points, we were super poor, personally though. But it's just something that we learned as a kid. I mean, don't steal. Be good. Yeah. Shut up. Sit down. Kidding.
Same. So it'd be interesting to hear what people who listen to this would do. Like, where does the limit go? Like, what would you take? What would you not take? Money on the floor. Would there be a difference if the money's on the street or if it's inside like a pharmacy? Like, what what is the difference? If there's a wallet, would you take the money? Would you leave the wallet? Would you bring it somewhere? Would you steal a car?
Would you steal a car?
You wouldn't download a car.
True. The old piracy commercial.
Yeah.
Piracy commercial. Piracy is also a crime.
It's true.
You wouldn't steal a wallet.
You wouldn't download a car.
You wouldn't download a wallet.
Fair enough.
Oh, I don't know. I do practice in the white lies things.
You
I do.
practiced lying.
No, I mean I do those things, but I can't come up with any other good examples.
No, I can't either.
We want examples in the comment section on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, good.
But you are not afraid of hurting people's feelings necessarily.
Because I think it's better to tell somebody what you think, kind of thing. Because if you're gonna, why would you say something just to make somebody feel better when what you're telling them isn't true? If you know what I mean.
I'm the other way around. I want people to feel better.
But don't you think it would be?
It's irrelevant if it's true or not. At some point, I mean, with the dress, and you were so happy with the sparkly eyes.
Suppose that's a bad example because that's so innocent though. That's such a small, thing. Because you could take it really, really far and say, like, if you cheated on Ishaman, would you not tell him because you don't want to hurt his feelings?
No, God. Wait, I'm gonna Google examples of white lies to wrap this thing up. Examples
to Google.
Okay, this is one of the top 60 white lies, it says, or something. My phone died. When you don't want to take the call something. Or
my phone was somewhere else. It was sound was off.
Yeah, I was downstairs, so that is why I didn't reply immediately.
Yep. Rip.
Or I was out of reception.
Yeah, because that's a real thing. Did you know that Norway has the best 4G cell reception in the entire world?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
entire world. Is that Telenor?
Yep.
The one that we have.
Yep. They have the largest coverage by percentage of whatever.
Thanks, Norway. Thank you.
Okay. Anyway, what's the next most popular?
The next one is of course I remember you.
Really?
Of course I remember you.
People do that because that would just be so awkward.
I mean, this is a topic for another podcast episode, but when I was drinking heavily, when I was 18 to 20, I guess, I went clubbing I almost said all week, but every Friday and Saturday. I made a lot of friends while drunk. apparently. And everybody knew me, but I knew no one. So I was the white lie of course I remember you.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that just awkward? Because you don't know who they are.
But I'm the master of white lies, remember?
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Okay.
The things are really coming out. What's the next one?
That was my idea.
Really? I can't relate to any of these white lies.
And another white lie is, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I say that all the time.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It's a lie then.
I actually say, oh yeah, that makes sense quite a lot.
When you don't really
No, it's something I say often. It's something I think about this regularly.
Another one is traffic was horrible.
I can't really say that because I don't drive.
Yeah, we don't live in such a big city.
If traffic was bad, everybody would know about it. So it's not like you can lie about it anyway.
I'm 5 minutes away. That's a lie.
That
is a lie. You're not 5 minutes away.
Well, that's an acceptable one, I think. Not that I can relate because I'm never late. I'm very punctual, actually.
But yeah, your haircut looks good. It's it's the same as the dress.
It's the dress again. We're back to the dress.
Yeah, when you're saying someone looks good and when it's not your style necessarily. But I mean, people are different. Maybe that haircut is a good haircut for that person.
But what if they're asking for you? What if I came with a picture of a haircut before I did it?
And said, would I look good with this?
Yeah, should I get this one? Would you say yes, even though if I say I like this, do you think I should cut my hair like this? If you think I would look really dumb, would you still say, oh yeah, definitely your hair will look
okay, so have you ever told a white lie to me?
Not that I can think of, but obviously we've known each other a long time.
There must be
somewhere probably in the last 20 years.
I know one I have for you.
Told me?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. You're gonna lose 30% of sparkle now.
Oh really? Oh no. Not my sparkle.
Shaving a head is not my style.
Oh, but I liked it. I mean, I understand that one. I got that one a lot though. A lot of people were like, what are you doing?
Some years ago, Tinyhats shaved their head.
I did.
We can show a video.
Do I don't have a video.
Yeah, we have a video, the engagement video.
Oh, you mean a video of when I
Yeah.
thought you meant a video of me shaving my head.
But I mean, on the other hand, you had talked about it for several years. I knew it was going to happen eventually. I was never shocked. And also it grows out. It is no big deal.
It does. Correct.
Sometimes I stroke my head and I'm thinking, should I shave my head today?
Should I shave my head today? This is
and
what
I'm like,
about.
oh no, it's gonna take several years to get it out again. But I mean, if I could quick save in real life, I would shave my head and then reload.
Okay. It was actually really fun
feeling.
to do.
Yeah,
it was
fun
really
factor.
fun.
Yeah.
It was like, because I had pretty long hair before I did it. So I took had my hair in a giant ponytail, in a ponytail. And then I cut the entire thing off first and then went in with the machine. Like cutting off that initial ponytail was just like,
I would so do that if I had quick save or save state at all. Yeah. And yeah, for the fun factor. And also like feeling your own head with no hair. I've never done that.
It was super fun.
I mean, I was a baby. I don't know if I reached that.
See, here's not a non-white lie. You absolutely should not do that. Shave your head, I mean. Don't do that.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad lie. It was like, it looks good on you because you had sparkly eyes and I knew you were gonna do it. So
So you thought I looked terrible? Wow.
I'm not terrible, but oh my god, I'm back to white lies. It was very unusual, I have to say. Stop it!
That is so funny.
You know, the reason that white lies exists is because I feel a bad sinking feeling inside of me, if I'm gonna be honest all the time. I'm just saving myself the pain of a
Can't believe you thought I looked terrible.
Not terrible. Stop it.
Funny.
So gonna shave my head after this podcast.
Okay, same.
And you're gonna say I look fabulous.
I will absolutely tell you that you look beautiful.
But yeah, that is, oh my god. But I mean, I don't care about people's appearances that much.
I suppose not. Not like it matters.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just a little thing.
Yeah.
Another white lie is, this is the best gift you've ever given me. Maybe that was not a white lie.
I mean, I feel like I did that with you for Christmas because it was just so random.
It was the worst. Yeah, that was the worst present ever I gave to you.
That's okay.
I just found something around the house, sort of thing. Okay, here's the next one. I can't come in today. I'm sick.
Oh
yeah, the I'm sick. It can be anything. If you call work, you call a friend, call a family member, if you had an appointment of some sort and you said, I'm sick, I can't make it. It could be a ton of other things. And sometimes white lies are better. It's better to say I have a headache than to say I have anxiety today.
There's a sexual joke in there, by the way, about having a headache, but anyway. But yeah, okay. I agree.
Yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's just so much easier to say it's something physically wrong with me. I mean, what if you had a super big depression moment? Or too much of an anxiety to do whatever it was. But like,
I used to do that with having to hang out with people because, as you know, I don't do that very often, so that's new to me. I used to say like that I don't feel well or I can't for whatever reason, when the truth was I just don't want to hang out with you. You know, not specifically you because I hate you, but like I don't want to hang out with anybody. But that's now, like as I get older, I've stopped doing that. If somebody's like, "Can we go hang out?" and I'm like, "No, I just don't want to be with anybody right now. Don't want to see you.
Yeah.
See you later."
Yeah.
So I guess I don't participate in that one either.
Here's one. What an adorable baby.
Relatable. Every baby ever is ugly. No offense to babies.
You think?
Yeah.
Like legit straight out ugly.
Ugh, yeah. I don't think babies are cute. I don't get it.
But you would do a white lie and say they're so cute.
Probably not. I think I would just say that's a baby. Good job on making it. I don't know. I don't think I would say, "Hey, your baby's fuck ugly," but you know, I don't think I would be like, "Oh, such a cute baby," when it's not. You know. Here's
another thing: people lie about their weights.
Do they?
Some people.
In what conversation does that just regularly come up? You know?
But I really do weigh this amount. It's true.
Why do you need to talk about it unless you're seeing a doctor? In which case you shouldn't lie because they probably do need to know.
This is for a younger audience, I guess. I mean, if you're an insecure teenager, maybe.
Same.
No, officer. I have no idea how fast I was going.
Does that work?
Maybe.
As mentioned, I don't drive, so
gonna try that next time. But I drive slowly. I'm a slow driver.
Yeah, you are.
Super slow. Like Irene, 80 years old.
Yep. Anyway.
Do you mind if I take the aisle seat? I'm claustrophobic on airplanes.
Is that a thing that people want to sit in the aisle? I thought everybody wanted to sit by the window.
Yeah, but I mean, if it is like a 7-hour flight, at some point you're gonna go to the bathroom, and then you're gonna be sorry, past everyone. And that's an awkward moment. You would rather just
you would rather pee yourself?
Rather tell a lie.
No, I would rather sit by the window.
Yeah, I love window sitting.
Well, you love windows.
Oh, this is the last one though. It is. I've only had a couple of drinks.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is the last one. I love it.
I do love it.
Okay, this is the last one. I have one more. I'm fine.
Yeah, well, that's one that everybody does. I hate it when people ask, "How are you?" Now everybody's gonna do that on Discord. Just message me every day and say, "How are you?" It's like the weirdest fucking conversation starter ever. Like you start a conversation with somebody by saying, especially online, like maybe not so much in real life, because then you can just go like, "Yeah," but like you start a DM conversation with somebody by saying, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm just like,
no, like
I'm not having this conversation.
I get so many DMs, and some of them start with just hi,
and I say hi back.
And I respond hi. And some days later, I get, "How are you?"
Actually, is this the same person? Because I've been getting that lately.
It's probably the same person. It starts with hi, no punctuation, nothing.
Can you beep out? Can I look for the DMs? Can you tell me if this is the same person?
Maybe later. I mean, I get several. Yeah. But I'm always nice to everyone. Lord.
Yeah, same.
Such a nice.
Same. I say when I'm not at all.
You're not a nice person.
No, I'm just not a nice person. Sorry. Anyway, segue.
That was a good section.
That was a good transaction. Same. I love it when it flows.
It flows.
Yeah, so last week you told me about the WoW documentary. Well, you told me a while before that, but last podcast right at the end you were like, the WoW documentary that I linked you should watch it, blah blah blah.
Yeah, good.
You thought it was good.
It was good.
I hated it.
Yeah, like the content of it, but I was like, it was good, well produced, because I
sure, I mean, sure, it was well. I mean, I'll agree with that, but the content was, the history was terrible. The music was not good. The story.
But it was well presented, but it was very biased or something.
It was very biased
towards one opinionated version of the story.
Yeah, vanilla fuckboys,
Okay, so what was the story in this documentary by this YouTuber?
I mean, it was just the comprehensive history of World of Warcraft from like, and also another thing, he kept saying the World of Warcraft, which just pisses me off. This is just he said the World of Warcraft and he said the Outland. And I'm just like,
maybe he's the one that said the Tinyhats.
Probably.
And the Diskydisk.
Yep. Actually what I really hate when people write, I'm saying all the things I don't like. Now everybody's going to come to my DMs and say, "How are you?" And people are going to start doing this too. I hate it when people write my name tiny, like capital T I N Y and then capital H A T S, like tiny hats as two words where the H in hats is capitalized.
I know.
It triggers me so much. I hate it.
You have no idea how many people that misspell Isha, Ircha. Someone says
and mispronounce
Irmsha, Irusha, Irka. Yeah.
Ircha is my favorite one.
I know, right? That's a pronunciation. These are spellings. Like, forget about the R. Ircha.
Yeah.
I love your videos, Ircha. Sorry. Thank you for watching. But yeah, I know it is a terrible name, and I will always say that. I don't blame people.
I don't think it's a terrible name. What's terrible about it?
If you meet someone on the street and
this is the problem you had your Diskydisk.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I meet someone on the street. Let's say it was my cousin, not the consoler cousin, but the journalism cousin. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, I made a podcast. It's called Diskydisk. How do you spell that? If I met someone and said, I have a gaming YouTube channel, it's called Isha Gaming, as I say in Norwegian, Isha, You know, that's the original pronunciation. But, you know, Happy Console Gamer made it Isha. I blame him.
Okay, Isha.
Yeah, because we made a podcast. we made a collab video so many years ago, and that was the first time that I heard someone else, like American people. He's not American, he's Canadian.
Oh, really? Just like Discard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm so embarrassed if I mess that up. No, he is Canadian. But you know, I'm so far away that I view both of those countries as the same, you know.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. Just as they view Sweden and Norway as the same thing.
But we're not.
We're so not. Where was I?
Not.
Yeah, so he said Isha. Just like you pronounce eShop, the Nintendo Switch eShop, Isha. And I was like, I like it. It sounds cool. Isha.
So, but if you could rename your entire brand, like, not that you would, but if you, since you say you don't, that you think Isha's a terrible name, if you could rename yourself, so to speak, what would you rename yourself?
There was like
to?
1 second of my life in 2017 where I was thinking Irene Gaming.
I'm glad you didn't do that one. That
was one.
Weird.
Yeah, stupid.
That was one time.
1 second. But yeah,
Irene
Isha.
Maria Gaming.
Irene Maria Gaming. Irene. You know, that is another thing. When I meet people that are not natively Norway people or something, they're foreign language, another language than Norway, and I say my name is Irene, they say Irena. They think it is they always think it is an A at the end. It's not.
It's hard for people, even people like from your Discord and whatever, who don't say Irene anymore. They try to say it the Norwegian way, which is Irene. It's hard for them to say because we roll our R's, and most English-speaking people can't. Yeah,
true.
So it just sounds wrong regardless.
It also sounds so, you know, downwards sort of.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't sound like a fun time. Like Irena. That sounds much more fun.
That does sound like a fun time.
But I'm Irena.
Irena.
Do you want to talk about your name? You have changed your name.
What, my internet name or my real name? Because I changed both.
Your real name?
My real name, yeah. I changed my name, when I turned 18. So a long time ago now, because I'm old.
Yeah, true. Do you want to say what your previous name was?
No.
It's
I can do a little, like, I'm not going to tell the entire fucking story, but like I changed my name when I was 18 because the name that I was given at birth was not the one that my mom wanted to name me.
True.
So I changed my name when I turned 18 from the name that my mom and my biological father, who was an ass, it ended up naming me because he refused to let her name me what she wanted to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when I turned 18, I changed it to what my mom originally wanted.
But also, you have a grandmother called Sina, don't you?
Great grandmother.
Great grandmother. That is cute.
That's why she wanted. That's why she wanted to name me that after her great grandmother or her grandmother, my great grandmother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now it is honoring great grandmother.
Yeah, it's great grandma name.
Sina.
Sina.
Hello. People have no trouble pronouncing that or spelling it.
Sometimes American people, I'm not going to blame the Americans, but sometimes foreign people say Sina, which
like
is a bit
pressure on the E.
Yeah, because it's Sina in Norwegian.
Okay,
like,
so you're Sina and I'm Irena.
Yeah, Sina, like Xena the warrior princess, I guess. Also like John Cena, which I also get quite a lot of jokes about.
Okay, cool, cute.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if someone said Sina.
It doesn't make me mad. I'm just saying.
Triggered.
Yeah, so triggered. I mean, I do get triggered by the tiny hats thing, like with the H. That triggers me.
Okay,
I have to pull out the white lie to contain myself from saying something.
And tiny hats, so that comes from twats.
It does. Twats. I like twats.
Yeah. But yeah, the WoW documentary.
Circle back.
Okay, I can tell you guys that I started playing WoW in 2009, and I quit in Pandaria, I want to say, 2013. What's your story? Never quit.
A story.
You never quit. You started.
I did. I started in 2008, right before Wrath came out, but like, then I quit for a little bit in Cataclysm because Cataclysm was shit, and then I went back.
I liked Cataclysm.
Cataclysm.
I liked it.
Oh, I hated it. It was terrible.
I had a reason to fly all over Azeroth again to see what happened with the world.
Still a terrible expansion.
Like the exploration part of it. I'm an explorer though.
Exploration, the Explorer.
True.
Actual title in WoW.
Yeah, actual title in WoW.
Yeah, no, that was the first title I ever got.
Yeah,
when
me
I was
too.
like
Explorer.
when I was a little baby noob, like way before I knew anything about the game. I was in my boyfriend at the time. I was in his guild, and I was in one of their like raids once, and there was a person with the title blah blah the Explorer, and I was like, oh, how do they get that behind their name? I want that. Can I have that?
I know, right?
And then I went out on an adventure to claim the Explorer.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy achievement to get. It's just a tiny bit time consuming. You can do it in a day or two.
You could do it in a day. You could do it in a couple of hours probably.
Yeah, if you have a mount. If you go by foot, it would take some time.
That would probably take a week. 2 weeks.
Hard work to get the Explorer.
Yeah, very hard work.
Good.
Anyway.
But yeah, you like WoW.
I do. I love WoW.
So the documentary was very put this way, that WoW was good before in vanilla times, and was good in Burning Crusade. It was good in Wrath, and then it went to shits. That is basically the story of the documentary, almost a podcast.
It is. So yeah, I didn't like it. But there's actually some WoW news. I don't know if you probably didn't hear it yet, but they're what did I tell you? Yeah, I told you yesterday, didn't I? That they're making a cross faction in WoW now, which is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
That's super cool. I'm into that. I'm here for it. I've signed up and
okay. So cross faction. That means one from Alliance and one from Horde can play together in dungeons and raids. Is that
PvP
and PvP?
Yeah. No, so in the world you still can't interact, you still can't talk to each other, but when you're in a dungeon or a raid in a group chat, you can then communicate with each other, which you previously couldn't do, and you also couldn't go into the same dungeon. So I think it's really nice, because then I can play my Horde character with Patrick's Alliance character without having to like sacrifice my life, you know.
Yeah, true. So sacrifice life.
Yeah, it's historic though. That's like been a huge thing that people have said for ages. It's like the first controversy is WoW are going to become free, and the second one is like, will they ever introduce cross faction? So you know, we're getting there.
What are your thoughts on WoW Classic then, when they re-released how World of Warcraft was before in vanilla times?
I mean, I never played vanilla, so I have very little interest in it.
In Classic, okay. How far have they gone now with the Classic? It's currently at Burning Crusade, isn't it?
Yeah. If they release, which they probably will, when they release a Classic Wrath, kind of vanilla Wrath kind of thing, I'll probably play it.
Me too, just for nostalgia. I liked Wrath of the Lich King. That was my favorite
best expansion.
Yeah,
yes.
I was so obsessed.
Now
it's just Pokemon Legends Arceus I'm obsessed with. But I'm really obsessed though. I can't put the game down. It's unputdownable.
Did you say you're gonna make your review? Excuse me. Well, how do I speak? Review today, or?
I hope so. I need to edit this podcast, and then I need to bleach my roots, have a shower. I should actually, have a walk, like physical.
Walk the dog you don't have.
Move my body at some point too, because I've been sitting day in and day out since I got the game. I mean, I haven't moved.
You should get a standing desk.
I haven't moved, and I need to move, but I don't have time for that. Who has time for that?
Why don't you just get a treadmill?
Yeah, I wanna have a treadmill.
We have a treadmill.
I could play Pokemon while I do the thing.
Yeah.
Maintain my life.
Yep.
My real life also, not just the virtual life.
Fair.
Sometimes we neglect our real bodies and real lives when we are very obsessed with an RPG.
Yep.
It happens. It's like, oh my god, I need to have some sort of physical activity, eat well, have a shower, have my hours of sleep, but all of these things are so neglected. Sometimes I forget to even drink water if I'm too obsessed with a game. And I mean,
it's usually eating is the first thing I forget. I usually remember to drink, but then like I'll be playing, and then like we talked about this in a video at one point. I'll be playing away, and then like suddenly it's like 8 in the evening, and I've played all day and I haven't eaten. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm hungry.
Haven't slept, haven't showered. Have nothing. You're so sitting there sweaty and almost dying of super sleepiness.
Yep.
Neglecting our lives.
Good gaming time.
But we are addicted. We're such addicting game.
We should link that video. Addicted to video games video. That's a good video.
Oh yeah, we recommend everyone to watch that. join the Discord, link in every video description. We have said this before.
Uh-huh.
You will find all the references from the podcast there. It's fun times and people love it, and I love that they love it.
I love that they love it.
I love it.
I actually really love that video though. That video is really good. That Addicted to Video Games video.
The video is good. Yeah.
The video is good. The history is good. The music is good.
Yeah, the video is good. It was funny. I mean, every video with you is funny.
I know, I'm so funny.
Funny times.
Funny times. Funny Tinyhats, capital H.
Yeah, I want to say one more thing before we wrap up the World of Warcraft discussion.
Okay.
Discussion. And that is when they dropped vanilla, Skyrim. Oh no, Skyrim slipped into me. Oh my god, as it does.
Skyrim always slips in.
I know, right? It needs to pull out.
One day we will have a Skyrim episode. I'm looking forward
I know,
to it.
right? I know, right? Anyways,
anyway.
they dropped World of Warcraft Skyrim vanilla. And then they dropped Burning Crusade as the first expansion, sort of recreating the experience. But the thing is that they made it pay to win, so that you could purchase your level boost up to max level to then just jump into Burning Crusade, and people went mad.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ape shit. Because the whole point with WoW Classic was that you would feel achievement from painfully grinding these levels yourself.
Yep. They've also said about the cross-faction thing that they're doing in retail is that the Blue Post said, Blue Post is an official post by Blizzard about their game. The Blue Post said that they will consider doing this, or maybe this was in the interview actually with Ian Hazakostas or whatever, but it's somewhere. Somebody said that they might consider introducing cross-faction dungeons and whatever to vanilla too. And they were like, they did say that they will take this by, how people react, like what the people want. And I'm guessing.
What's the point then? What's the point in recreating? It's gonna be a separate thing. But they're trying to make it the normal WoW.
Yeah, but the vanilla people will never go for it. All the vanilla people will say we don't want this, so it's not gonna happen.
They're doing the same thing all over again. I mean, the whole point was to recreate that old feeling.
They haven't said that they would. They said that they have considered it, and depending on the feedback they get, they will do or not do.
They need to peel. They need to
pill.
They
just
need
pill.
to
Come on.
They need to pull the level purchase thing away.
They need to pull out, basically. You should always do it in a timely fashion. Don't wait until it's too late.
Yes. Just disappointing. Bad. I mean, I don't even play it, but I get the point.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I wouldn't say, but I guess it's so that more people will play it, kind of thing, which is with a lot of decisions they've made with WoW, they've made because they want more people to play it, which makes sense because they earn money when people play it.
They have enough money.
They do, absolutely, especially now that they have 78.6 billion.
I know, right? They have enough now.
Yeah, it's enough money, Blizzard. Just pull out.
Segue.
Yeah. Recording in progress.
So what is currently on our minds?
I don't have anything. What do you have on your mind?
Pokémon Legends Arceus.
Okay, fair.
I mean, that is my mind right now. It's such insane. I mean, I've jumped on this topic through the entire podcast episode. And, putting that in anywhere I can. I love it.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm looking forward to the summer. I'm sick and tired of the winter.
Have you seen the sun yet?
No, because I sleep all day.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, business wise, my firm, so to speak, it's called that, isn't it? Company, firm. I mean, one man
company.
thing. Yeah, video editing.
Company, I would say.
the video editing career that I am pursuing. Something new and fun has happened, and I'm gonna tell you after because I can't say it. It's like, you know, when every influencer ever says there's so many exciting things happening right now. I can't wait to tell you guys, but I can't tell it now. But I'm so excited, so I'm gonna tease you with this so much.
Is it what you told me yesterday?
Yacht.
That's good.
It's
fun. That is fun. Patrick was impressed. Patrick was impressed. He said he likes this thing.
Ren it in it.
Patrick likes it. Yeah, but he says he's a big fan of this thing that you wrote. The thing.
Now I'm gonna think. Yeah,
the thing that you're going to.
It's going so good, and I feel almost like sparkly eyes emoji.
And it's a lot of money, which is sparkly money bag emoji.
No, but like I'm getting, I can say this, I'm getting recognized for hard work. That is what makes me so happy. By the big people.
Yeah, by the big people.
Sort of.
Sponsored by Blizzard.
But I mean, it's probably not super big in other people's lives. Some people has bigger fish to fry. I don't know. But it's big for me.
I think it's pretty big though. Like I would say this is probably the biggest thing you have had in your life.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's cozy, it's good, happy, fun.
So the email went good yesterday after we stopped talking? You were finishing an email and you were like,
yes, I can tell you later.
Good.
So that is also on my mind. Also,
understandable.
I'm already sweaty from this podcast episode. So that is on my mind.
Being sweaty, yeah.
Being sweaty is, we always talk about that.
Yeah, but I don't think people understand what sweaty work it is, the podcast.
But do they understand their Norwegian saying sweaty gamer? Is that also an American
I would assume
saying?
So.
Because it sounds funnier and it makes more sense in Norwegian. Sweat gaming. It's an old saying that you're just super obsessed. That is what it means.
Yeah, and you used to, like, back in the fucking 90s, well, early 2000s, you'd say to people, like, if they were like, oh, I've been playing all day, you'd be like, you're so sweaty, you know? Actually, there's so young sweat.
Yeah, there's a sweat. That is what we say. I know. So it's funny. It's a funny thing that we say. There's a sweat.
Ja, så jävligt svett.
Dit svett, liksom. We are multilingual. Multilingual.
I think it's bilingual if you only know two.
No, you know more. You know Swedish too.
I know Swedish too, I suppose. So I'm multi and you're bi.
Yeah. Do you know that people think that is amazing? Some people have said, that is incredible. How do you manage to have several languages, installed? Installed in your head at the same time. How does that even work? I mean, for people that only know one language and has not known anything else, it would be hard to imagine.
Do you dream and think in English or Norwegian? Like, which in your mind, what do you do?
Both. I am belonging to both. All your base are belong to us.
You have both of them installed, so you just use the hotkey, switch between them.
Yeah. Hey, what about you?
In English exclusively. I dream and think in English. And when I talk in Norwegian to people, sometimes I'm like,
Yeah, but you live with Patrick and you have a relationship that has decided to talk in English.
Yeah, we speak English to each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to learn Dutch though, because Patrick's from the Netherlands. We're talking about Patrick a lot in this episode.
So which language do you like the most? Norwegian or English?
Or the ones I know.
The preferred one. No, the ones you know.
English, definitely.
Do you prefer English over Norwegian?
Yeah, definitely. I can't express myself in the same way in Norwegian. It's hard. That's what she said.
Some places between these two languages, there are a better way to express yourself within one of them.
I mean, sometimes, yeah, like I say sometimes in English, I almost said, like in squiggly fingers, I say that sometimes, because in Norwegian we can say holdt jeg på å si,
I know, right?
Which means I almost said, and it's kind of a thing that you add on to like something if you didn't really mean to. It's hard to explain how that works.
I know. So many things translate over.
Yeah. Heels to the ceiling, or what was that thing?
Yeah, I know, right? There's so many things that doesn't make sense if you literally translate it. But I feel like it's much easier to be frustrated in Norwegian.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm much better at being frustrated in Norwegian.
I suppose I am too, because when I get sweaty, I almost said.
When you get what?
When I get sweaty. And I just said I almost said. Anyway, when I get angry at a video game, I swear in Norwegian.
Yeah.
Even though like most of my life I spend it swearing in English, but if something like really pisses me off in a game, I in Norwegian.
Or when you are pissed off at something related to some sort of work situation. Yeah. You know, when you go on a rant, it's easier to do it in the original language.
Actually, can I tell a really small story about because you said about getting frustrated at your work? Because I work in a nursing home with patients. I always have. This was when I lived in Sweden, so this was a while ago. Obviously, when I lived in Sweden, I spoke Swedish, but like I'm natively Norwegian, so I had Norwegian in my heart and soul, so to speak.
Installed.
Yeah, installed. And I was helping this woman. It was a dementia ward. So this woman had dementia. I was helping her get dressed in the morning or whatever. And she was kind of, I think I've told you this story before. She was kind of hard to get to help because she had dementia. So she was very confused. And I had to help her get dressed and whatever. So the first challenge is to get her into the bathroom and have her sit on the toilet while you help her put on her underwear and pants and socks and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And then, so I succeeded at the first part. She was in the bathroom. Going good so far, and then I started helping her get dressed, and then like I was finished, I had the socks on, and I could see she was getting ready to like leave because she was like, I'm over this now, can we go? And then I looked and I hadn't put her underwear on. I'd put her pants and her like long stockings and whatever, everything, and not her underwear. Like I'd forgotten to put her underwear on. And then I said out loud, I was like, oh dæven steike, in Norwegian to this woman. I swore basically out loud and she was just sitting there like, what?
She gets it though. I mean, Norway and Norwegian and Sweden are similar. We understand.
Actually, I think I said something much more offensive. I think I said something with female sexual body parts. I think it was much more offensive than what the example I just made. So it was pretty like, it's the kind of thing that you don't say around an old lady kind of thing, or your mom.
Yeah, but swearing is in our northern culture.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I had Norwegian installed. I had to, it just came out.
Right click disable.
Yeah, that's a good story. Should I tell it again?
No, but that I can see how that happens. It just happens.
It was my favorite work memory ever, actually.
Sometimes I've seen you say some Norwegian words out to Patrick, even though he doesn't understand.
I do that, especially if I talk Norwegian to somebody just before. Like if you and I talk on the phone and then I hang up and I go to talk to Patrick, I accidentally speak Norwegian.
Yeah, you don't manage the hard switch between the languages. Yeah,
glitch in the language.
Glitch in the system. But whoops.
Like when you accidentally put your keyboard to Norwegian and I type Norwegian letters in my English. Oops. The glitch. Okay.
Well, I think that wraps up this podcast episode. This was episode 7, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Lucky number 7.
I love 7.
Me too. My favorite number.
A good number. Don't know why people love 7. I think
it's a lucky number.
Yeah, like I googled it and it said what I was like. What is the most popular?
What is the most popular number?
This is exactly what I googled. Yeah, and 7 is the answer.
Oh, is that because of Snow White and the 7 dwarfs?
No idea. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for listening to podcast Disky.
On this episode,
and we love you. And it's not a white lie.
It's this time actually not. It's true.
And we want you to follow our Discord. Follow our Discord.
Follow our Discord and join the YouTube and record the Spotify. Describe on Apple.
Yeah. Describe, yeah. Do all the things.
Yes.
And notification.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
And we will hear you next episode, or you will hear us next episode.
Yeah, and my Arceus, definitely ours, is coming soon.
Definitely ours.
Are you going to YouTube soon?
No.
That
was lightning fast. You're like, no.
Subscribe to Tinyhats.
Absolutely.
A lot of good content is coming very soon.
For fuck's sake.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening. We will talk with you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.